but the cry.
With the world poised on the brink of war, Vault-Tec is reporting a record number.
What's up, everyone? It's Kyle here, and I know I've been gone for a while. I blame college, but that's not important right now. What's important right now is that Fallout 4 is here. Fallout 4's trailer came out just a little while ago. Everybody freaked out, and it became the internet pastime to rip the trailer apart and figure everything out from it. And now, Fallout 4 has been revealed at E3 by our best friend Todd Howard, and it's just absolutely insane. He's gone through everything from the concept designs, the crafting, the power armor, the regular armor, gameplay features. I just want to break some of this down really quick. I don't want to go into too much detail on it because everybody else has already done this, like Young Yeah, Maddie Plays. Everybody's already torn apart the entire trailer. And I'm more about Let's Plays. We all know this, so I just want to get into a few things that really stood out to me. So first off is the concept art. It was really cool that he showed us the concept art and actually showed how the art kind of progressed and built the world that they were going to design for us, and it just really showed the inspiration and the ideas behind what they were doing with Boston. It also shows some of the really cool like area design, some of the weapons, the character designs, and it's all backed by this great orchestral song. It's the theme of, it's sort of the Fallout theme, but you know, the Fallout 4 version of it. And we see raider designs, we see animals, we see outfits. It's just really, really cool. And then next, of course, is the actual gameplay. Now, what really stood out to me is that they are going for voiced protagonists. And yes, you can play as a female. You're not locked into male only, thank God. And they're going for something similar to what the Mass Effect series and the Witcher series does with the voice protagonists and the dialogue trees. And I thought I wouldn't like that, but they managed to do the voice work and the lines and the writing so well that it just blends into the experience. It doesn't take me out of it, from what I can tell. It still feels like the character that was designed, not just some character you're playing like Shepard or Gerald. And of course, what's really interesting is that we start in the pre-war era. We're, you know, just hanging out with our wife or our husband, depending on if you choose male or female. We're living out the morning, and then we see the news bit that says that the bombs are falling, and oh god, everybody's gotta rush to the vault, and it feels like that's gonna kind of be our tutorial, our intro bit, like, you know, baby steps in Fallout 3, or Doc Mitchell's house in Good Springs. So that's going to be interesting, kind of just seeing a little bit of the world as it was before everything was swallowed by nuclear fire. Now we're going to get into the gameplay here a little bit. First off, the gunplay looks amazing. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas had the issue of having very stiff kind of gunplay, and a lot of people enjoyed that because the stiffness gave you a lot of control over it. It didn't feel floaty, it didn't feel like there was any acceleration behind it, which was good, but it just still felt very unnatural, and it made combat kind of annoying at times, especially with some mods, but we're not going to be talking about that. But here, it doesn't feel floaty, it just feels very smooth, very well designed, like, you know, they put a lot of effort into it, and that can probably be, you know, credited part to the updated creation engine they're using instead of Gamebryo, because let's be honest, Gamebryo is not the best engine in the world, as we all know from people not being able to play games at times. So we've got that, and then VATS. VATS looks like it's been really well done. Instead of pausing time, it slows down. Everything's very smooth, it's very minimalist, it doesn't clutter the screen too badly, although the rest of the HUD kind of does, as you can see here. The HUD just, it looks like they were going for a minimalist look, but they accidentally made it all clutter. But this is just an E3 presentation, so it feels like this isn't going to be the final HUD in the game, and if not, well, it's such a minor thing, mods can fix that, it's not a huge deal, nothing game-breaking. And we can see, you know, we can give the dog commands, he can go pick stuff up for us. It kind of feels like they've updated the features that Dogmeat had in Fallout 3, where you could tell him to go get things for you, which is really cool. And then we've got the home base system, which is, it kind of feels like it was the heart of everything leading up to this, with the whole, you know, the garage, building the power armor. It feels like they built on that here, where you can actually build your own structures and scavenge materials to do so from anything in the world. And this also falls into the crafting system, which I'll get into in a second. But here we can build entire towns. Todd even said so in the presentation, where we can build our own settlements, build stores, have people move in, build defenses, defend from raiders, and it's all optional, so it feels like it's going to be a sort of RTS, except it seems like they've designed the defense building around being able to have your town defend itself, instead of you having to constantly come along every 10 goddamn minutes and defend your town because everybody's an idiot. Instead, it seems like they're going to let you post up guards and turrets and walls and such, so you can actually create bottlenecks and defend your town properly. And then into the crafting, we can see that they've gone all out with the crafting. It seems like they took crafting from Fallout 3, took like the weapon mods from New Vegas, and just smashed that together and reworked it and made it all work really well. We can craft our own weapons, it looks like, because we've got, like, you know, the pipe pistol, the pipe rifle, that kind of stuff. It looks like we're going to be able to craft our own weapons, craft weapon mods, upgrade weapons. Like, you can see he turns the laser pistol into a laser rifle by adding compensators, upgrading the power, adding a stock, etc., etc. And you can put on scopes, you can put on sniper barrels, all that kind of stuff. So it's not just going to be limited to what weapons they put in the game for us now. It's only going to be limited to our own resources and what kind of guns we want to make. And it looks like there's a lot of focus on every kind of weapon type. You've got energy weapons, you've got melee weapons, you've got guns, rifles, pistols, sniper rifles, assault rifles. You know, you can even make your plasma rifles automatic now. You can have sniper, laser and plasma weaponry, which is really good because I've always used energy weapons and it kind of sucked I couldn't be a badass like plasma sniper, but now I can do that. So we've got all of this crafting, and then the power armor crafting. This is a big deal. It feels like they're taking power armor, instead of just having it be the kind of end-all class of armor where it's just like, oh, you've got power armor, there you go, you don't need any more armor, you're done. Just keep this maintained. Now it feels like it's going to let us slowly upgrade our power armor, along with, if we can't find parts for it, it looks like with the regular armor we're going to be able to put basic armor pieces over any parts. So imagine you could have a power armor body, power armor legs, power armor helmet, and then just wear like leather armor over your arms for defense if you couldn't find any power armor arms. Something like that for the legs. I'm not sure if they'll let you have incomplete suits of power armor, but it feels like they will, just from the way the whole armor system is designed. So that's really impressive, it's really cool, and the power armor actually changes your HUD. That was really cool. I like that, how there's actually overlays in first person for your HUD depending on your armor and such. And it looks like there's a bunch of different models of power armor. We've got everything. We've got the T51, we got the T60, T61. Probably gonna have advanced like Enclave Remnant power armor, you know, all that kind of cool stuff. And then we can see here that there's a lot of, like, it feels like the game's gonna be more cinematic. Just from this montage they've showed us, it feels like they've really put a lot of work into the combat just to make it feel so much more fluid, along with destructible power armor, as we saw in the power armor montage here. You know, shooting a guy with a rocket just blows bits of his armor off. And then we can see the destructible vertibirds, you know, firing a rocket into a vertibird shoots it down. We can shoot down the zeppelins, we actually see the airships, which is very interesting, because I'm imagining if those are such major modes of transport as they probably will be, like they were in Tactics, well, like, that's probably going to have a major effect on the world in some way, shooting down zeppelins, and then it means there might be warships, and I'm thinking there's going to be air combat, because as you can see, you can fly around in the vertibird, so there's going to be, like, air, like, military combat here, and we can see that the Brotherhood Initiate here in this vertibird was actually an enemy, so I'm wondering if maybe we'll be able to just take sides in the story like we could in New Vegas, which will be very interesting, because I'm imagining they're going to bring back the faction system from that and make it not as crappy. So that's going to be really interesting. And then that's really all I've got to say about the actual game, and I just don't want to break this down anymore, because, as I said, other people have already made these videos. I'm not really qualified to be doing this. This is just supposed to be a sort of, it's here, it's real, hallelujah kind of video. and just to mark my return, I have more Fallout 3 recorded, and I'm gonna finish Fallout 3, and we're gonna be playing Fallout 4 when it comes out. I've been upgrading my computer non-stop just to make sure I can handle it, and the best part is Fallout 4 comes out on my birthday, November 10th, so this is gonna be the best goddamn birthday ever. So yeah, that's really all. I just wanted to break down the E3 kind of, display they had. I want to have Todd Howard's babies now. Bethesda wins. They win E3. They win the world. They win video games. Shut everything down. Once Fallout 4 comes out, we're done. I have never been more hyped for this. I'm going to pre-order the Pip-Boy edition, all of that. So until then, I've got more Fallout 3 on the way. I've got more games coming. I'm going to be coming back now that I've got free time and I've got my schedule all laid out. So until then, I will see you fuckers later.